Doritos?
Doritos. But which kind of, like, what kind of Doritos do you like?
Cool Ranch.
Okay, good. We can still be friends.
Yeah.
Because if you said some stupid shit like I do, we would have problems.
No, Cool Ranch is Cool Ranch is the jam, dude. We got to get some Cool Ranch Doritos. Yeah. All right, today we are talking about
camera ladies.
Camera ladies.
Who's not here right now?
Vanessa's FC RX-7
Sport,
which is the sport
model,
which is pretty fantastic. And I'm going to turn the camera on Indy so he can talk about it because he's done all the work on it.
Yeah, that's actually kind of true. So this is a 1986 FC RX-7 sport model. It is an S4, if you don't know. An S5 is what, what's his face drives? Initial D, come on. Ryosuke.
Ryosuke.
Yeah.
Red Sun's RX-7 is.
Doesn't have the circle taillights yet.
The Quokey tails.
Those look really good. They're really cool.
I like them a lot, yeah. Quokey tails always look better. I honestly can't think of a scenario. I mean, comment down below if you guys know a scenario where Quokey tails looked worse than the Zenki tails.
I just can't think of anything offhand.
I can't think of anything.
What about Accords? The early, like the 98 to 02 Accords, I think the earlier ones had the better taillights and the later ones had the weird pink ones.
If the Quokeys ever had an Altezza style, then they were worse.
Fair.
Because I know that some Accords ran Altezza style lights.
Did they?
Yeah, like the
like the ones after that. Those were ugly.
Yeah.
Anyways, point being, Dorito machine. It spins some Doritos and it does some Dorito stuff out the back.
Yep.
And there you go. It's an RX-7. See you later.
Stupid. All right, what's done to
it? Nothing. No, it's got a set of BC coils, which we just put in not too long ago, and it has some really well fitted Anki RPF ones
that you had actually gotten off another RX-7.
Yeah, right? I got these from Angel Motorsports Vargas, John Vargas, I want to say. I can't remember offhand. I'm terrible with names. Anyways, I got them from his FC. He actually has the same S4 Sport with optional sunroof.
Nice.
Which, if you had an S4 Sport, you didn't usually have a sunroof because it made no sense because it was supposed to be the lightest with a sunroof.
Right.
That doesn't work, of course.
Of course.
I wouldn't expect it to.
And because you wanted to be baller, you put your Mugen lug nuts on it because it's the same thread pitch.
Well, those actually a friend had and we just put them on because we needed lug nuts.
Oh, so you just needed lug nuts and you put Mugen ones on. Great.
Yeah, the same thread pitch.
Fantastic.
I'm not arguing with it.
Yeah.
So anyways, unlike normal rotary problems, the apex seals don't blow on this. Everything else around it goes bad. We've gone through a couple alternators, like 3. I think this is the 3rd alternator we're on.
That's ridiculous.
It ate the belt on one of them, literally just like chewed it up, spit it on the ground. We're kind of driving like, oh, this is losing a lot of power. Why? Open hood, no alternator belt. So for some reason, this likes alternators. It doesn't eat apex seals, which is pretty good. We also premix it. We have the factory OMP on it. We premix it. We want it to last. To be fair, we got it with 112,000 miles. It was still, all things considered, that's still a
very low mileage.
Pretty new car.
Yeah.
It's just very faded.
How many miles are on it now?
112. The speedo doesn't work. So it doesn't. So 112. No, when we got it, the speedo worked. Okay. So it did legitimately have 112 on it, and now it just still has, I think, 112. Ignore the fact that it's terrible inside. 112. So the speedo cable broke almost immediately.
Car's not running right now because some D-bag decided to try to steal the car and broke the ignition.
You know, honestly,
but it does have
this car, she lived in Redlands, and where she was in Redlands, it was not a nice area. I gotta close this a little hard. Where she lives, it was not a nice area. So the first time they broke into it and tried to start it, wouldn't start. She found it across the other end of the complex parking lot, just sitting there. And then we put a quick release and some other stuff on it because anything you can do to try to keep them from stealing it.
Anti-theft, yep.
Yeah, anti-theft is good. And then they tried to steal it again and smash the ignition. And we were kind of getting away with like the key didn't really go in and stay in, but like it worked.
That loose play where you could still turn the column.
You could still turn the car on. And then we went to move the car, and that no longer works. So
Yeah.
we actually have a brand new ignition, door locks, stuff.
Yeah, what all parts do you have for the car right now that are just waiting to go on?
Ignition,
Door locks.
door locks, radiator hoses,
Radiator hoses.
brake master cylinder because that is leaking. Like I said, the engine itself is fine. It's just everything around the engine that
the
breaks.
age of the car, right? What is it, an 89?
86.
86.
Yeah.
So this car is
It's as old as me.
34 years old.
No,
Yeah.
I'm 33. Still, until a couple days,
Happy birthday.
I guess.
Well, by the time this video comes out.
That'll be a little
It'll
bit
be
past.
past your
Then I'll be 34. Yeah, exactly. Point is, you know, it's a great car. It sounds amazing. We'll eventually get sound clips. It does have a custom exhaust.
Yep.
Because it used to have the factory exhaust on it, which looked really cool. However, she was driving out here one day, and the exhaust tips, both of them simultaneously, exact same time, both exhaust tips fell off, and she heard this Coke can sound rolling behind the car. And she looked over and she's like, "Oh, okay." And when she got here, the mufflers were just bare, no tips. The fronts were cracked open. So I bought her some custom exhaust stuff because.
And those are just the mufflers, or did you do the piping too?
So we had the cats cut out. So basically to about here to header was custom, just straight pipe. And then now here to the exhaust is also straight pipe. So it's basically just a straight pipe FC, so it's the loudest thing in the world. Like you turn it on and you just hear, you're like not hear, you feel the ground move a little bit.
To the point where an old man yelled at her while she was driving?
No, so she was parked outside her work and in front of some old guy's house. And he was like, "Oh, that's your loud car." She's like, "Oh yeah, it is. We don't like it." I told her she should have just like James Bond effect, smoked him out and left, but
Absolutely.
I'm gonna open the hood now and you can look at a stock rotary engine. In all of its stock glory. And if you can hear that small dog barking, that's Max. We actually have a working hood prop, which is kind of nice.
Is that not a thing that
I don't know. Most cars that are old don't have working hood props. As you can
top
see,
mounts on those BC coils look pretty
the alternator is
good.
new because
Brand
of
new
the
alternator. Oh, that's
Yeah.
not the rotary? Put it in.
Oh God. Anyways,
All these-
you know, it's kind of funny when we put these coilovers on, I knew these front wheels were gonna be a bit of a tight fit. So I was like, whatever, putting it on, we're just slamming it into as much camber as you can. And now
Right.
they fit. So they
Yeah,
fit.
wow. It's cool that you can adjust the camber from the top mount on these coilovers though.
Yeah, S13s are like that too.
That's great.
Yeah. You do have to move a bolt set over to get them closer together so you have more and more room. But
Mhm.
yeah. So it does RX-7 stuff sometimes. And then my dogs are barking. If you can't hear them, they're over there. Can you see them? Good.
Anyways,
I
that'll do it.
This is an RX-7.
This is the FC RX-7. We're gonna do a lot of work to it. So
a lot of work.
There's
This is definitely gonna come a long way.
I mean, are you cool with talking about the Pandem kit that eventually will be going on?
Didn't you just do that?
We're gonna be putting a Pandem kit on it
Well,
at some point.
We'll sway that decision and she'll want one.
Vanessa's gonna be putting a Pandem kit on this car.
Yes,
Whether she
100%.
likes it or not.
100%. It's
We're
happening.
putting it-
We're making good life decisions for you.
Yep. You better do it. You better do it. Anyways, leave a comment down below. Let us know if you like FC RX-7s, if you like
rotaries.
rotaries in general.
If you hate rotaries and you think they're potatoes.
Well, they're Doritos.
Well, no, don't you remember though, in Initial D, they used to call them rotary potatoes?
But let us know what you guys think down in the comments below. And if you like the video, please make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. And we'll see you in the next one.
And we appreciate you guys.